And we are live. Hi, Louise. Hi, Sue. I probably need to tag Kathy. Tina, I don't know. She may still be on her cruise. Let's see. See if I can find us on Facebook here. So I have that chat. There we are. Hey, Carmen. She's over on Facebook. Thank you for that sound check, Sue. Make sure everything. Hi, Swirly. Hey, Jen over on Facebook. Hi, Sahil. I didn't add you, Sahil. I don't know what you're talking about. All I did was post in my group. You could leave the group if you'd like, but I didn't add anybody. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. I know it's so cold for some of you guys. 27. Well, you can flip that around. It was 72 here today. It's supposed to drop into the 50s, I think. I haven't looked at the weather today, so. Hi, Kathy Ann. Windy for you, Lynn? All right, guys, I'm going to play the intro and we're going to get started.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, happy birthday to all of our December members and subscribers and anybody, admins, viewers. Happy birthday. Wow, 20 degrees in 30 minutes. Wow, that is cold. That is very cold. It's too cold for me. It's way too cold for me. So, guys, here is our calendar, and I know that I was supposed to do an annual supporter file for yesterday, and I'm late. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got behind. I was going to do it today, and then I went out and got a small tree so that my husband could put it up in the living room, and time got away from me. So I will pop that out as soon as I can. I know that I owe you a file, so I will get that. I know, Diana, right? I love my Florida weather. Hey, Marianne. Okay, so I am going to, on this calendar, guys, I'm checking my notes. I am going to try to go live on the 29th. No promises. I told you before that I didn't put it on the calendar because I wasn't sure, but I am going to try. I'm going to give it my best shot. So next Thursday, 7 o'clock, for all of our new Cricut owners and things like that, we will try to go live and help those guys out. We want to get them situated in the group first and let them get their machines hooked up, and then they can join us live on Thursday and get them kicked off and going. On the 25th, you can call it Christmas Eve-ish, Christmas. I didn't put a splash screen up for this, guys, but I did post it in the groups. I pinned it. I have scheduled a live for 1 a.m. in the morning. The entries for the giveaway, let me just get the entries for this giveaway, it's no joke, $500 Cricut shopping spree. The deadline to enter is at 11:59 p.m. on the 24th, and that is Eastern time. So I figured at 1 o'clock Eastern time, which is an hour and 1 minute later, which is officially Christmas, I would go ahead and do the giveaway in case you guys are up and doing your little Christmas things and all of that. And then, or you can wake up Christmas morning with a nice little email that you can respond to. So I wanted to make sure that we got that in for all of our late nighters and early morning people. So that's when I'm going to draw it. And so you can join me at 1 a.m. and we will draw our winner Christmas Eve night, early Christmas morning. So that will be, if it's 1 o'clock Eastern time, that's going to be midnight Central time, 11 p.m. Christmas Eve on Mountain Time, and 10 p.m. Christmas Eve on Pacific Time. I think I got that right. If I didn't, you guys correct me. I think that that's right. So you'll find the pin post in both groups on that. Current sale is the 50% off on materials and accessories. The bundle savings are huge, guys. Take a peek at those. And also the Cricut Maker is $50 off. So make sure you're checking that out. And if you didn't see it, today we had a mystery box with a brand new cutie color called True Green. And it has lots of goodies in the box. Those are the links for that. The regular links are down below, but these are the links for our USA and Canada. I think my USA ran together. Let me fix that. For my USA shoppers and my Canada shoppers, there are the links for that mystery box in case you guys need that if you're not grabbing it. Make sure you add the group code cuties to your cart and take advantage of that 10% discount with free shipping if you have $100 or more eligible items in your cart. So grab those bundles, guys. Do you have to sign up to Rafflecopter for a contest? No, you do not have to sign up to Rafflecopter, Janet, but you do have to log in on that form to enter. You're not signing up for Rafflecopter. You're simply logging in with your Facebook ID so that you can put your entry information in. And yes, you have to do that part. If you don't do that part, Rafflecopter can't draw your name because they do the drawing. I don't do the drawing, they do the drawing. Okay? So make sure you guys are doing that. You have to post it in the group with the hashtag It's No Joke. You have to use one of the snowflakes that I put in that file. And you have to go over on craftingwithapril.co to the Cricut giveaway tab. And once you're on that giveaway tab on my site, then you can go to the Rafflecopter form. You're simply just using your Facebook ID to log in so that they can record who you are and give me the email. So if you win, I can email you and let you know that you won. Did that answer the question? Hi, Deborah. Hey, Carla. Carla and Britt over on Facebook. All right. So, where was I? In case you guys haven't found it, a lot of people have been asking about new cheat sheets since Designspace changed. And if you go to the group files in Cricut Crafting with April, or you can go Cricutmakerprojects, you will find a PDF download. For those of you who do not do Facebook, I know that I have some of you who do not do Facebook. I did put it up on the site for you guys. Let me get over there and show you. So over on the site, you can come over here. It's going to be at the top, and go to guides right here. It's going to make me log in. You can come over here and go to guides. And right down here, right here, you can click this button and download the PDF. And there's a little thing here showing you what's in the PDF so that you can download it. I know that went really fast the first time, but it does slow down and go through them again. So it's accessible for everybody. You don't have to be on Facebook, okay? And this is the giveaway tab where you have to enter on the Rafflecopter, Cricut giveaways, right here. You have to, right here, if this is what you're talking about, you must log in here, or you can use your email. You're not actually signing up for Rafflecopter. You're just logging in so that you can log the required information to be in the giveaway. Okay? All right. Let me put that back so that I can see YouTube again. I have to get back over here on YouTube. So many tabs. All right. So today I wanted to do a refresher on cutaway cards because I myself was having an issue, and Janet was asking questions and I was trying to help her, and hers wasn't reacting correctly and mine wasn't reacting correctly, but they were reacting in different ways. So I think I was mainly confusing Janet because I came up with a workaround that worked for me, but she wasn't having that issue that I was having. So it got kind of confusing. So I told her tonight I needed something quick and easy because it's the holidays, and I wanted to cover cutaway cards with you guys in case any of you are running into those same issues. So it's going to be a really quick and easy tutorial. We are going to cut and everything right away. I did put a link down below in the description of the video for you guys. I'm just going to go over to my stuff, and it's right here, cutaway cards. And I'm just we're going to start with a new one because I've already fixed this one. Hopefully, and maybe I did report it, so maybe they fixed it. But I am going to bring this and this. I'm going to select them, and I am going to copy them. In case anybody doesn't know how to do this, you can right click and copy your images, and then I'm just going to go to a new project and replace. So in our projects in the community, you can come in here and go to cutaway cards, and there are tons of cutaway cards. Uh-oh. I guess they are fixing it because it's gone. No, there it is. They moved it. So maybe they fixed it. Right here, these are the two that we're talking about. These are for the square cutaways. Okay, so you can click either one. They both reacted the same to me, so I don't know why there are two, but there are. And you're going to select that and hit Customize. And then it's going to bring that into the canvas. And all it is for you to design your own. And yes, they have not fixed it yet. If you notice when I select that, in the operation type, it is set to a pen. Okay? And it gets all funky when you move it over and hit make it. So the first thing that you need to do is select guide and change that to a guide. And now you can see that it turned pink over here. It is no longer set to a pen, and that way it will not send it over to the mat. Okay? And I'm just going to paste my images in because I already had them. And yes, I am using one of the snowflakes for the It's No Joke. So if you guys want to use the file that I have put up in the description below, you're welcome to use that for your entry. But I want to size this to the inside of my card, and you can make it any size you want. I'm just going to make this one, I'm going to undo those sizing. I'm just going to leave it at what I had the other one so that my cards match. So I've got this. There's no need for me to even center it or do anything. It's ready to go. This comes in really big into Designspace, so you will have to size that down if you change it. You'll need to size it for whatever size that you want it to be on your canvas. So I'm wanting it to write on the inside of my card. To do that, you have to have it go to 2 mats. So it has to be 2 different colors, and they are. One is set for pen and one is set for cut. So I'm good there. If you look here, it says multiple, but I'm going to change that to just pen. And I'm going to use my gel glitter. And I'm going to use the blue. So now I have that set up. Okay, super easy and simple. Once you hit make it, it should go over onto 2 mats. But note, we started with a square card, and it is no longer square. It's reverted to the R10. And when you're using the square, because that's what we selected and that's what our guide is set up for, and that's how we sized it, you'll need to change that to S40. And the same with this mat. You'll need to change it to S40 as well, so that it cuts where you need it to cut in the center of the card. Now, mine automatically came to this mat, but I did go in on my maker machine. I'm using my maker because that's what's hooked up under the camera here. And you can go over to your settings. And you want to look at your load type. I've got my Cricut Maker in there. All my machines are listed, but I'm using my Cricut Maker. And I'm setting it on a card mat as the load type. You can always change it and go back later and put it on something else, okay? You can select none and select every time as well. So I'm just going to say on a card mat and done. That way when it goes over to the mat, it automatically changes my mat view to the card mats. Again, even though we started with squares, it's going to do this. And I'm going to show you the difference. I don't know why it does this. Let me take that out and see if no, it still did it. Let me start with a fresh one. Let me go to projects. Oops. Let me go back to the canvas. I forgot to do something. I don't need that right now. We'll cut it from the other one. I'm just going to take that one out, and I'm going to go to a new project, replace, and let's go back to projects, to cutaway cards, to the design, customize, and I'm going to change this to a guide. I'm going to paste that in and hit make it. You can see that it did the same thing. Once you change that to the guide, I think that is what's causing it. So if you guys are running into that problem, let's try it without changing it. Nope, it changed it there too. I don't know why. Sometimes it changes and sometimes it doesn't. Does anybody else know? I tried to troubleshoot it yesterday. Let's go new. And I just ran out of time on troubleshooting what was causing it. Projects. Cutaway. Pick that one. Customize. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to put in my image, hit make it. And it's still reverting to the R10. So, I mean, sometimes it will go to the S40 for me, and sometimes it won't. I don't know why. I don't know what's causing it. But I know that that's what we were running into yesterday. I did report it to them, so hopefully they will fix it. But as a workaround until then, it is what it is. So let me just go back to, let me cancel. And go to my projects, and we'll just do the one I already have. Now you'll notice in my photo that I have a little inset on my cards. I'm going to show that to you too. It says cut, not pen. Yours says cut. Mine goes to pen. That's really weird. I don't know why. It's like it comes in different. I mean, mine came in as a pen every time that I did it, and yours came in as a cut. So that's really weird. And it could be, I mean, I was on beta, but I'm not on beta now. Right, if I make my image larger, it will go to the square. Will it go to the square card? Let's see. Let's try it, Mary. To the dotted lines, Marianne, or the solid? Hey, Mama Bear. Yours is always reverted to the R10, even if you select it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to stay on the size. Yeah, that didn't. Well, it did, Marianne. I made it bigger and it stayed on S40, but I don't want it that big. So that one did stay on S40. Marianne, you're right. Solid is too large, yeah. So that's what Marianne is saying. If you stay within the dotted line, then it will stay on the S40. I went past it and it did. You can see that this one did not, and then this one went to the S40. So that's just really, really weird. It should stay on S40 no matter what we do. Because there's no way I want my writing to take up the whole inside of my card. Yeah, you're right, Marianne. That's weird. That's really weird. If we go bigger, it goes to the correct size card. If we go smaller, it gives us a bigger card. I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. I really don't. Now mine says operation right here. Mine says guide on that, Janet. Even when I do the new do a fresh one, I'm just gonna projects. We'll go new, replace. I'll double check it just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure mine says pen, not cut. Projects, cutaways, design, customize, paste my image. Yeah, mine says pen and operation type. It doesn't say cut, it says pen right here on the draws. And I change it to guide. So mine doesn't say cut. It does when I get over here because it says basic cut because my image is a cut. If that's what you're talking about. This will say cut because that's correct. Because I set it to cut. Yeah, that's weird, Marianne. But that's it. That's what, I don't know why it's doing. It shouldn't do that. Not everybody wants that large of an image, because I cut mine at this size and it's plenty big enough. Before I put my image in. Mm, mm-mm. No, it's draw. It says pen. I don't know. I don't know where you're seeing that, because mine, all of mine have said pen and had the red pen selected. All right, so let's talk about making it. Let's go ahead and let me get the correct one here, and we'll hit make it. Does anybody else have any questions on setting up the cutaway cards? You can customize them, do any of that kind of stuff you want, but if you're going smaller like I am here, you will have to change this part to a guide, and you notice it will not go over to the mat. Some people just leave it at pen and it puts it on another mat and they just don't do anything with it. But I like having mine as a guide. That way I don't mess up, especially if I have writing going onto another mat, because I do want to write on the inside of that card. So everything is sized. I'm going to hit make it, and I'm selecting card mat, and I am using an S40 cutaway on both of these, the writing and the card. And I'm going to start with the card part and hit continue. And then I'm just going to load up the mat. I'm going to go overhead so you guys can see all of that. Let me do this first, because I don't have it. I'm out of favorites room. I am out of the favorites room. I'm going to select my cutaway card and backer as my material and say done. All right, and it says move your star wheels to the center of the rail, making sure they align with the middle of the Cricut mat. That's very important. You don't want them getting hung up in the grooves, and I'll show you that. There we are. So here's my mat, and this is not recommended, but I do it anyway. I cut my little sheet in half so that my other 3 areas stay protected. If I was doing more than one card, then I would peel them off. They want you to take them all off anyway, because you don't want a chance this lifting up and getting stuck in your machine. But I stored mine really flat, so I should be okay. So, and I have some little squares for the inside here, and this is my inside piece for the backer. And the inside of your cutaway cards has a sticky on the inside. Let me move this mat out of the way. And you guys can do this the way you want. This is the way that I do it. It helps me. Is I just come in and pull, because you have to do this step before you cut. And I just fold that corner back, okay? Just fold it back. And then with the pretty side to it, I start lining up down here at the bottom to give me the same space top and bottom and side, and that's a little off, to get it as close to even all the way centered as I can, okay? And then I press down on that corner where I peeled it back, so it looks like this inside, and I don't have to worry about it getting stuck before I'm ready. And then I just peel that out and press it down. To me, it's just easier. Okay? So super easy to put that backer in there and get it straight, because I tried it peeling it completely off, and it never fails. I get mine on there so crooked, and you can't get it back off without bending that backer. So make sure that you're using that little tip, and it's going to help you. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you, Diana, and Sue, and Janet. Makes it so much easier. Makes life easier. So I just stick my fingers up under that area. And guys, like I said, do what Cricut recommends and pull this off. Because I'm live and my arms are on it, I don't want to be sticking to everything, so that's why I'm doing it this way. It is not recommended to do just one side. They want you to peel these liners off both sides of your mat before putting it in your machine. So don't do as I say, not as I do, okay? Hi, Don. So I've got this flush at the top and flush on that score line up on the mat, and I'm just going to close it, okay? So that's my backer on the top. And then we're just going to feed that into the machine. I'm going to pop over to the machine so that you can see that I've done my star wheels. So you guys can see that. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. All right, so my star wheels, I've got those in the center. These star wheels move, guys. You want to bring all 4 of them to the center. So I'm going to put my mat in, making sure it's under all the guides. But you have some grooves right here, okay, on each side of the center strip, and you don't want those wheels getting stuck in there, okay? Trust me, you don't want that to happen. So make sure that you align it and that it centers up right with that piece down the center of your 2x2 mat. And then you can hit load, and you can see that they stay on the top of this center bar. I call it a bar because we have that on there. Okay? And so now we're going to, it's asking me to cut because I'm on the cut first. We are not anywhere near our other mat for our pen yet. And I'm using the new gel, glitter gel, and the neon blue for this card. I probably should. I think I'm going to because this one's more of a greeny color. While that's cutting. Decisions. I have hundreds of Cricut pens. Which one is this? Oh, that's the blue. I'm going to... That base is... I'm using the Cutaway cards from... S40. I know it gives a thing on here. The tulip, powder blue, whispering blue, silver matte, white envelopes. They hid the name of the colors on these. Doesn't say. I don't know which one this is, but it has the tulip, the powder blue, and the whispering blue. And this one is the whispering blue that I did on this mat. So I don't really want to go with that blue. I think I'm going to change my pen on this one and go with, I think I'm just going to go with the black. Extra fine. I'll show you guys the one I did in blue too. So got my pen in there. I'm going to pop back over so you guys can see. And now we're back on, and it says the Cutaway card and backer. So before I do that, I'm going to come back to my mat, and I'm going to remove my card. Now my mat is super sticky because it's new. So I'm going to take my scraper and just gently go under the edge of that card and push that up. See if you guys can see. Right up to that score line and loosen it up because it's super sticky and it's even leaving a little bit of that sticky on my card. I don't want that either. So I use a gum eraser and I just go over where it has any of that stick and pull it off from that mat because I don't want any sticky. I don't want it sticking when it's closed. Okay. So now I've got that cut on the front, and I'm ready to write on the inside. So I'm going to fold it back with that backer and that cut area to the inside, just like that. I'm going to come back over to the mat, and we're going to put that cut side, making sure it's the correct way up. With the snowflake, it doesn't matter, but if your image is a Santa Claus or something, you don't want him upside down. And we're going to put that in flush at the top and up to the score, and we're going to close it. And then we're going to go back over to the machine and load it in. And let it write. Your new glitter pen skip. Janet, it could be the oils on your cardstock, or if they are brand new, what I do, let me grab one of my brand new ones and come to the overhead. You guys don't need to watch that right anyway. What I do, and of course I don't have a scrap here handy. I just cleaned up my craft room. Especially if you're writing on a textured cardstock, Janet, what you want to do is before you let it write, you want to come in and write and make sure that you've got a good ink flow before you put it in your machine. And that's going to help and cause it not to skip. If you're still having an issue, you can contact Cricut support and let them know, and they will send you a new pack of pens. Also check that you're, like I said, if it's a really slick surface or a slick cardstock, they're going to skip because they weren't designed for that type of cardstock. So, I mean, I did mine here and I had no problem skipping, and that is the glitter. Okay. But I'm not saying that they can't skip. They can skip. And when I'm doing something like this, and if it's skipped, because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't do my own test before I started this card, and it was a brand new pen I had never used, and it didn't write those first two little stars. It didn't do them because my pen had never been used, and I forgot to mark it on the cardstock first. So all I did was hit my go button again without taking my mat out, and it drew those two stars. I paused my machine and kicked the mat out. Okay. So always double check your pen. Always. And so same thing, guys. This one is super sticky, so I'm just going to use my scraper and just put it right in there to help me lift that card off. That way I don't bend my card up. It doesn't rip it. And then replace your liners on your mat. And I'm just going to feel around and make sure that I don't have any sticky on the back of this card where it was on that mat. If you do, just use your gum eraser. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. At the Dollar Tree has these now, or ours does. So, I mean, I try to pick one or two up almost every time I go so that I always have one that looks fresh. You can cut them down as well. Yeah, that's what I do. It's glitter. And so that's, when you have the glitter, glitter can get on those tips, those rollerball tips. And if you have a piece of glitter that's stuck, it can cause it to skip. The new formulation is not supposed to skip as badly as the old formulation did. So if you have the older pens, I would just double up. I'm just going to pop over and show you what I mean by this. If you're using the old formula glitter pens, Get your writing and duplicate it. Select them both, align, center, attach, and that's going to tell your machine to write twice. If you think you need 3 times, duplicate it again, or 3 times and select them all, align them center, and attach them, and then it will write 3 times, because you can see right here, it's going to write it here, and it's going to write it here. These that are hidden are just the circles that were in there. I just left them for you guys. But this tells it to write twice. It's skipping in the exact same area when you do there's something on that card, Janet. If it's in the exact same area and where it's skipping, there's some kind of oil or something on that card causing it to skip. And it could come, the cardstock could have come from a factory like that. I've had that happen as well. That is not your pen, okay? That's not your pen, that's the cardstock. And I lost my... So now all we have to do is weed our card, and it's inevitable. I always scuff my backer card, but I'm going to try really hard not to. If I can get it to release. I try to bend it a little to get it to pop up. Mine just wants to split right there. I don't want to scuff it. The diamonds I didn't have any problem with. They peeled right out. Let me try that. See, my snowflake won't do that, but my diamonds will. I'm going to work my way around to it. I don't want to scratch my backer. That's probably why I'm splitting the paper, is because I'm trying to do it too carefully. There we go. Oh, shoot. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I forgot to switch back to the overhead. I'm just pulling these out with my weeder, trying not to scratch. I thought I changed over the camera. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Just kind of bending it back a little and get those out. So super easy and fun cards. Come with your envelope. I love the glitter on that. That one's the blue one, and this one is the... What color did they say that was? And I did this one with the extra fine. That was the Whispering Blue. Powder blue and Whispering Blue. And then you have the tulip color in there as well. But I didn't want to do pink for a snowflake. I'm showing an excellent condition. I'm showing excellent connection, Janet. Sorry about that, Kathy Ann. I thought I switched my camera, but I didn't. But all I did, you saw me do the last few. It was the same thing all the way through. I just removed the cut part. Super easy to do these cards, and the great thing is with this mat you can do 4 at a time, 4 cards at a time. So if you're in a hurry, you need those last minute cards, pop 4 of them out and have them ready to go. Does anybody have any questions on cutaways? I love that holographic backer on these. All right. Who hasn't done their giveaway yet? Oh, you're welcome, Diana. Has everybody entered these? It's no joke because this card can be done. This qualifies. Look at that flash. I love it. Well, this is not vinyl, Kathy Ann. These are the backers that come in your card kit. These are the backers. When you get your card kits, I'll use a pink one so they don't get. You get your cards, you get the backers, and you get the envelopes. So it's a great deal. And when you open up your cards, and this is only on the cutaways, the insert cards don't have this. Only the cutaways have this. And the insert cards, it cuts a place for you just to tuck this card in. Where these cards give you a place to stick it, and then you get to peel off your cardstock. You weed the cardstock. I'll do another one of these really quick. Oops. I just lost the camera. I lost my camera. Let me try it again. It's showing me that it's connected. And it's working and it's active. It just went black. It's getting hot. Okay, I'll just use this camera. So, all I do was peel back the corner of it, Kathy Ann. And then you take the pretty side of this backer, and we're just going to line that up. I have to stand up over here to do this. I'm just going to line it up, and I'm lining up on this side. This being left up like that. See how I have it tucked up? I can just about get my thumb under it. It's going to keep that card from sticking as I adjust. And then I'm just centering up my backer. And then I press it down on that corner that I peeled back. And then I go in and peel out that liner and press it down. Now it's ready to cut. And then after you cut, you weed the cardstock. It's similar to vinyl in the fact that you're weeding it, but you're weeding paper rather than vinyl. Okay? Yeah, Diana, the GoPro got really hot. I turned it on about 20 minutes before I went live, so that's probably why. But super easy when you're using these cards, guys. And the 2x2 mat. Y'all might see a little black screen blip there where my camera, my GoPro, got hot and overheated. I tried to get it back. It'll come right back. You need to put a link for your project, but you can't find it. Did you put the hashtag on it, Janet? Which group did you put it in? Which Facebook group did you post it in? Do you want the project link of the project I did, or the link for your project, Janet? We may have lost her. The link to the project's in the description of the video. It's also on my Designspace profile, so you can go and look it up that way. But I think what she's saying is she's wanting the link to her project. So she would go in and type, it's no joke. Oh, left out my W. Or you can also search by your own name. So you can go in, oops. Well, it doesn't want to let me search at all. I've been having Facebook issues, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Post I've seen. Maybe that's it. Okay, maybe not. Let me see if I can pull it up another way. Oh, I got it spelled wrong. That could be a reason. There we go. So there's the live that I posted in the pinned post. There's one, let's see. But you can put in the, I don't know which group she put it in. That's Jamie's old project. Let me go over to the other group. That's an old one. There's Chantel's, Dawn's. You guys have done some great projects. Janet, it may be that you haven't posted it yet. So make sure that it's posted. I will try to find it, but I don't know. Janet, there's your name. I just don't want to search everything. Nope, you haven't posted it yet, as far as I can tell. So try to post your project again. Janet, you're having some internet issues. You haven't posted it, so just post it again and we can approve it at that time, and then you'll be able to find it. Right. Her project link in Designspace. I thought she knew how to do that. Let me go over and pull that up. If you're looking for your project link in Designspace, you would go to your projects, and in your projects you click on the arrow and copy the link. That's it. And then you post that link. That's it. That's all you got to do. Copy that link, take it over to Facebook. I hope that answered her questions, Marianne. She's having an internet issue. It will tell you in there, Janet. It will tell you exactly what it needs. when you log into it for Rafflecopter. It will tell you what you need. I'm not going to, let me pull it up and show you guys. I'm not going to actually enter because I don't want to have to contact them to remove me. I'm going to click login. Let me log in real quick. I'm going to click that login. Okay, so once you've logged in, it's right here. It will show you everything that you need there. You can scroll over. It will tell you how many entries you have. It's got a little scroll at the bottom. It will tell you how many entries you have. Oh, it couldn't log me in. Yes, it did. And it did because there it is. But it will tell you when you go to enter. Maybe it didn't. It doesn't want to log me in on Facebook. It's a Facebook thing. Facebook's not going to let me log in while I'm logged in on all this other stuff because it's the same login as my Rafflecopter, so it's not going to let me do it. But you just log in and it will tell you on there, Janet, exactly what you have to do. You're just going to basically fill in the blanks. Yes, thank you, Diana. All right, guys. So go in and make those projects. Get them going. Yeah, you can just put what group you posted it in, Janet, and we'll find it if it's in the group. But so far you haven't posted it. You have to post it to get that link. I think it says and or the group and or your link. I believe that is how I worded it for those who couldn't find their links. You could just tell me what group you put it in. The link just helps me find it if you're chosen as the winner. That's all it does. It won't disqualify you if you don't have it. It's just a helpful thing for me. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope I answered your questions on the cutaway cards, and that if any of you are using them and you run into the issues that I ran into when I was trying to do it again, because I don't recall that happening to me the first time I used it, way back when they first came out. And then all of a sudden it started doing that, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? What happened? So hopefully if you're running into those issues, I clarified it and figured out so that you guys can go in and make those. All right, guys, if you have questions, make sure you come to the group and ask them. Again, we will be live on, just to refresh, I will be live. I am going to try to be live on the 29th after Christmas for you guys who want to do maybe a New Year's or a Valentine's project. I haven't decided yet. And then I will be live at 1 a.m. on the 25th, or Christmas Eve for you guys on the Pacific Coast and Mountain time. It will be Christmas Eve for y'all and Christmas for us in Central and Eastern time. You guys have a wonderful day. Please hit a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, everybody. Happy holidays. If I forgot anybody.